Hello, sneaky ninjas, and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast. And in this episode, or in between episodes, I got two more 1K storage drives built. I moved all of our stuff except this thing and these two into our ME system. The only reason I didn't move these two into our ME system is because they would take up a lot of space. And, yeah, I didn't really want it taking up that much space. So, in between episodes, we got a lot of resources. Enough to where it clogged up our ME system. So, what I want to do is I want to move these two barrels... Whoa. These two barrels over to here. It's not rotated correctly. Let's see. Oh, well, that works. There we go. No. There we go, those. I'll just have to hold on to those for a second. So, basically, what we're going to try and do is get something to handle this automatically for us so we don't have to worry about it. And we're going to use item ducts to help us with this problem. So let's get started on that, shall we? I also upped this to output 400 RF per tick, which means these are running full-time all the time, which is okay, I guess. It'll just use up a lot more lava in the nether. So let's get started on that automation system. So we don't want anything we don't want anything importing or exporting to that barrel. Now I'm going to take this barrel over here, which doesn't have quite as much stuff in it, and I'm going to place it here. Okay, that's not exactly what I was hoping would happen. Here we go. That was a fail on my part, guys. Okay. So let's get that put up like that. Put all the dirt in here, and now we're going to get some item ducts. There we go. Now, did I actually... Yeah, I think I did make some pneumatic servos already. And I'm going to make a few more. So let's go get those real quick. Pneumatic servo. Iron? Are we out? No, I think we have some in here. 1 iron. Okay. Well, that's cool. I thought we'd have more iron than that. Alright, let's get that put in there. As you'll notice, I did make us some more glass, because Applied Energistics uses a lot of glass. Alright, now that we've got that done, I'm going to explain how I'm going to work this. Basically, what I want to do is I want to take a cobblestone and dirt out of there and leave everything else in this chest for other processing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell these item ducts to import from this chest into the item ducts and place any cobblestone you find into this barrel and any dirt you find into this barrel. Now, what happens if these barrels get full? This barrel is pretty much already full. So void. That's what I want to do. Void. Yep. So what I want to do is I want to void any excess items that may happen to fill up in there. Let's see if some of our iron's done, because we're going to need a bunch of that. There we go. Servo. Here we go. Okay, I know you have more glass. Now, I don't remember if you guys have seen this before, but what's going to happen is I'm going to tell this item filter bottom east. Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm going to tell this that it can pull things out of this chest, right? So it's going to start pulling things out of the chest, and it's going to try and insert them anywhere. Now, since this is full, this item duct is going to get backstuffed, which just means it has a pseudo inventory that can hold some items for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up to whitelist. Whoops. Okay, need an empty hand. There we go. To whitelist cobblestone. And then this one is going to whitelist dirt. Sounds good. All right, now hopefully, yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so now that we've got that done, I'm gonna get what's called a trash can in. And what the trash can is gonna do for us is trash, if I could spell it. There we go. One chest, some stone. Let's get like 10 stone. That looks good. Are there any more ores in here we could throw in there real quick? Silver, gold, aluminum, ferrous, dark iron. Yeah. Oh, well, that's not done. I'll just set that back in there for right now. Looks good. Bronze ingots. Yeah, I'll get that other stuff taken care of soon. So now that that's all set up, this should continue exporting items into there. And unfortunately, this thing has become backstoofed with cobblestone yet again. So what I'm going to do to fix that is get this trash can set up, which I've said like 100 times already. 4, 5, and then like that. Whoops. Now we've got a trash can. So what the trash can is going to do for us, it's going to void any items we don't want. Now, you have to be careful about this because these item ducts, unless you tell them exactly what to do, they'll just send items to the first inventory that's available. And we want stuff beyond this trash can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this item duct here, and I'm going to right-click it with the crescent hammer. Now, it's, as you'll see by Wayla up there saying it's modus dense, and the red on the item duct there indicating that it's modus dense. Basically, what that means is it's going to send everything that is taken out of this item duct to every inventory before this one. So this one is the last possible resort. Even if there's, say, another inventory over here, it'll always do this one last if it absolutely has to. Now, there's other modes like vacuum, which is the exact opposite of dense, meaning this is the first place it'll go, regardless of whether or not there's stuff before it. And there's another one that's orangish, and that's called round robin, which I will explain in a later episode, but I've never had good luck making it work. So, yeah. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to get... Why is a ferrous ore in here? Oh, that's because it was still processing. Okay, let's get some more item ducts. So, tin and lead. That's more tin. I wanted lead. Thank you. Okay, let's get some more item ducts. I'm not sure exactly how many we'll need. So let's go ahead and get this set up like that. Now, what this is going to start doing is it's going to send a whole bunch of stuff down here. We don't want it to send a lot of stuff down there. So I'm going to get this pneumatic servo. Click it here. And then we're going to get ore. Do we have any ore? Yes, we do. Okay, good. I happen to know, just by looking over here, that all of the thermal expansion ores have an item ID of 2001, which is a metadata value, which you'll see in here. It'll use metadata. So basically, let's say we put this in here, this ferrous ore in here, and whitelist it, it'll only put ferrous ores into here. Even though all these other ores are the same item ID, we have to turn this off in order for it to use all of these other ores. So now that we've got one ferrous ore in here, it'll treat all the thermal expansion ores the same. Wow. Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, I just realized something, guys. So you know how I had this trash can set up? Well, as soon as this inventory ran out of items, it immediately started sending them into here. So what I want to do is I want to get another chest on the other end of that so it doesn't continue to do that. And it gives us all this fancy items that we do want. So that was a fail on my part, guys. I apologize for that. Now that we've got this set up, what I want to do is I want to start automatically importing all of our ingots and such in here into our ME system. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to get something called an interface, which we've crafted before, but never really used. So yeah, fluix, dust, nether quartz. How are we for nether quartz? Yeah, we can sacrifice a few. All right, pulverizer. I want you to pulverize those for me. Then redstone, and we're gonna get this in here. Now that that's done, I'm gonna make a bunch more fluix dust so that we can have fancy shenanigans like this. And this maybe? Yes, there we go. Now, since we don't have much cable and we don't have a lot of fluix dust, I'm just going to set this up here for right now, and that'll automatically connect into our ME system as designated by the loading bar we just saw there. How did you even get in here? All the exits are blocked off, I thought. Anyway, whatever. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft a few more item ducts to help us automatically import all of our stuff. Do we have any covers? Do we have a saw? Yes, we had a saw at one point. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just have to craft another one. Alright. 2 of these. Actually, 2 more. Just gonna put a stack of cobblestone in our ME system. That way we have some cobblestone to work with. Yeah, that'll be fine. There we go. And we've got a whole bunch of rubies, except okay, never mind. Iron. Do we have any iron? Yes, we do have iron. Let's do that. And then cobblestone. And get us some more of these micro parts. Whoops. No. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now we have these. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to take this down first of all, because we're not going to need it anymore. And I'm going to say, you are now no longer allowed to export to the top. However, you're going to do it to the bottom. Do I have a shovel? Yes, we do. And we're going to use it. I'm going to tell this that it's no longer allowed to export items to the top. And what I'm going to do, I should probably move this down here. Just for namesake. Okay, there we go. Now, going to tell this it's going to transfer items that direction. And what we should see, as soon as I get this set back up, there we go. If I was to throw lead in here, this is redundant and I don't recommend doing it, but what it's going to do is it's going to do that. Now the lead is in this item duct somewhere. We don't know exactly where it is because we can't see it. So, oh well. And I didn't actually need those micro parts anyway, so yeah. Alright, now that we've got that done, this is one horribly ugly looking base, but you know, we'll fix it in a future episode. So where's our lead? We've got 43 lead, and let's just watch this for a second. I know it's in there somewhere, but basically what it's going to do is it's going to go into this interface, and what we can do with this interface is we can set it up to automatically keep a set amount of items in this interface. There we go. and it'll keep this interface stocked as long as possible, but it won't keep it overstocked. It'll only keep this many gravel in here, or any other item in the game. And it'll only keep that much in this little exported item slot over here. Anything extra just automatically gets imported into the system, which is sort of like one of the ME import buses over here. ME basic import bus. But that requires an interface and an extra cable, and I didn't really want to make all those, so this works for now. I will, in the future, get it set up with more fancy stuff later. Maybe the LED already made it in there. I don't know for sure. And in the last episode, I was trying to make a redstone energy cell. So what we're going to do is we're going to craft that this episode, and okay, that was really stupid of me, because we had 2 diamonds in there. Fortunately, we do still have a diamond in here. So what I'm going to do we not have any hardened glass? Obsidian. There we go. Toss that in there. Toss some lead in there. And once that's done cooking up, we'll be able to start working on a redstone energy cell frame. Now, these are much cooler than our pitiful hardened energy cells over here, which only store 2 million redstone flux and can only output and input at 400 per tick. Now, we're not overloading them yet, but we will eventually need to start upgrading these to redstone energy conduits and redstone energy cell frames, or redstone energy cells, and resonant energy cells. So, okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna make some more electrum, which is silver and gold. Now, you know how we used to have to pulverize these and then smelt them? Well, we don't have to do that anymore. What we can do instead is we can put them directly in here in ingot form, and this will smelt up and get us our electrum, which is pretty sweet if you ask me. So now we're gonna craft us up an empty energy cell frame and put a lot of redstone in there. So let's see, 8 sounds good. All right, now we're gonna put all this redstone in here, and then we're gonna put this in here. And once all that redstone's melted down, it's going to fill this up. Now, I happen to know that I needed 40 redstone. Oh, wait, I didn't need to do that. Okay, so what I needed to do is craft that, get that filled up. Now, this needs 400 millibuckets of destabilized redstone. And I happen to know that each redstone dust gets me 100 millibuckets. That's 40 redstone for 400 millibuckets. Now, this is going to get itself crafted up, and I'll be right back as soon as it's done. Or almost done, so you guys can see it. Here we go, guys. Just filling up the same way the Tesseract filled up, except with redstone instead. And we have our redstone energy cell frame. Now, I crafted up a bunch more electrum, because we craft redstone energy cell frames a bit differently than we did with our hardened energy conduit, or not conduits, what are they called? Energy cells. So we're gonna need, whoa, that was a lot of redstone I used there. There we go. Go in there. There we go. All right, boom. And we've got our conductance coil, and we've got enough to make a redstone energy cell frame, our redstone energy cell with no energy in it. So it's pretty much useless to us right now. But it won't be useless to us as soon as I get it hooked up here. Now, don't export there. I want you to export here and here at 2000 RF per tick, which is actually more than our current setup can actually handle. Did the quarry finish? I swear the quarry didn't finish. Apparently it did. Maybe that's why we got those diamonds. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Alright, so, now that we've got all that set up, I do... Oh, no, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. I am about to die. Just get up there. Just get up there without dying. Just get up there without dying. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Actually, no, it doesn't. I'm lying to myself, but, you know, whatever. And I think what I'll do is I'll just set this one right here just to import from the bottom. That way we have a little bit of a backup in case a catastrophic something happens and we can't get into anything. Because, you know, if we were to disconnect power from this, it would quickly, well, not quickly, it would start losing power fairly fastly, which is essentially quickly, so I don't know why I said that. But anyway, it's going to start losing power. Once it's out of power, we won't have access to our items. So let's let it run out of energy. Maybe. Very slowly, of course. Here, I'll just speed it up real quick. There we go. Now it's completely out of power. See, 0 MJ. We can't get to any of our items. We can get to the items that were in here because this is just a crafting table, but we can't get to any of our items in here when it loses power. Now, if we had this, boom, wouldn't be a problem. We'd have power. It'd be all good. So, yeah. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I do think it is time to wrap up. Hold on. Ugly helmet is ugly. I do think it is time to wrap up the episode here. So we got a couple of things done. Got more drives in there, so we automatically import all of our fancy stuff without having too many ugly chests. Now, I think in the next episode, we need to get our food situation fixed, and I have a couple ideas on how to do that. So, look forward to that in the next episode. All right. Yeah, sounds good. I will see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Share it too. Really helps me out, and that would be awesome. I could label you guys. I'm sorry, that was terrible. No, I'm not going to label you guys. That's terrible. You guys are awesome anyway. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. And remember, stay sneaky.